Well, that's a tough one. I think I'd like to ask you to vote for Donald Trump. But I've got a lot of good reasons. And it would take much too long to go over those reasons here. But I guess the question would be, if you heard some of the reasons, would you at least listen to them?
I'm answering the question.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. You can ask me to do anything. And I'd love to hear why you or anybody would vote for Donald Trump. So I'm definitely open to hearing that. Will that change my mind? No. But you could change my mind about other, or you know, like, that is so clear cut to me, because I could also ask you to vote for Kamala Harris.
You could.
I could,
And
right.
it won't happen.
Exactly, right. So
But-
again, see how much we have in common,
Yeah.
right? But I do, and I think I said this earlier, like, there are people in my life who I'm like, I'm so curious and I would love to know more about that, but it's such an emotional issue. And then I think in some ways you bring some of that, like your pre-existing relationships, which sometimes that helps and sometimes it doesn't. But, no, I won't vote for him, but I will happily talk to you.
Okay, can I just say one thing?
Yeah, okay, we have about a couple minutes left, so I
Okay,
do want to.
won't be long.
Okay, all right.
But what I think when it comes to voting for a person, the party is not as important. What's important is the issues. And what I try and say to people is, let's look at the issues and not the person, because everybody's got skeletons in their closet. And there's always reasons not to vote for somebody. But if you look at the issues and make your decision based on the issues, the person really doesn't matter that much. I mean, nobody can argue the fact that Donald Trump has a big mouth and he's sometimes, most of the time, quite offensive. But it's issues, and I'm an issue-oriented person.
One question I thought of, you have already answered about like an issue that you've, changed your mind on, but I guess I would ask, what, if any, politicians or leaders who identify as liberal do you admire and why?
Well, Joe Manchin from West Virginia. Democrat, I would vote for him in a heartbeat because he's an independent Democrat. If he sees something that needs to be done for his state, he'll vote for it, whether it's a Democratic policy or Republican policy. I like Tulsi Gabbard. She's the same way. If there's something that's important, it doesn't matter who brought the issue up. So I like independent thinking people, and I don't care what party they come from.
Thanks.
All right, thank you very much. Let's give it up for our two interviewees. So now what we're going to do is, I think we'll gather in one circle, and we have some more questions for all of us to engage with. So let's make a.